You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey there, CBS soap opera fans. We want to talk about something for Young and the Restless as Billy Abbott and Chelsea Newman, Chelsea Lawson, whichever name you prefer, hit the sheets. And we have to wonder if there's going to be a baby bombshell for these two, and I'll tell you why in just a second. Reach down and click that subscribe button if you haven't already so you don't miss any of our top soap opera updates. So Billy Abbott and Chelsea have been getting to know each other. He saved her life. He literally saved her life. She was going to jump off the roof when she was suffering deep depression and was ready to kill herself. He got on the ledge with her, and then he literally talked her down off the ledge, and he has been her go-to guy since then. One of the things after she got intensive psychotherapy was making amends and acknowledging some of the really bad things she's done in her life. And if you know Chelsea's history, one of the really bad things she did was drug and rape Billy down in, was it Myanmar? I think it was Myanmar. And it's messy, right? But he basically told her that it was bygones and he'd let it go. And she got pregnant with Johnny Abbott from that incident. So of course he's glad to have his son. Johnny still doesn't know exactly what Chelsea did to get pregnant with him, which is drugging and raping his father. That whole history thing is problematic for a lot of people watching Billy and Chelsea fall into this romance. They don't like it. They feel like they can't get past it. But as a person, if we see Billy Abbott, not just as a character, but as an actual human for a second, if that person who is the victim in this situation is willing to forgive that person and truly doesn't hold it against them, then who are we to say they can't have a relationship? And Billy certainly doesn't have clean hands. He thought he killed Adam one of the times that Adam died, and he was trying to, so it wasn't just a half-baked effort. He's tried to kill Adam more than once. He has done plenty of very bad things, so he's not throwing shade at her, and as a matter of fact, he's falling for her, and that's freaking out some people. They've had a couple of dates out of the house as actual romantic outings, and they're spending a lot of time with Connor Newman, her son, and Johnny Abbott, their son, and even Victoria Newman has adjusted to this. So they've kind of integrated in this little sort of family unit with both of her sons and him and her spending time together. Even Adam Newman is not commenting on it. He just says, be happy, whatever. So they are going to hit the sheets. They have decided they have waited long enough. But the reason that this is such a big deal and that we have to ask if there's going to be a baby bombshell is because the actress that plays Chelsea Lawson, Melissa Claire Egan, is pregnant in real life. What's interesting is the other day on her Instagram, she posted a picture of her real life baby bump next to Sally Spectra's prosthetic baby bump. It was Courtney Hope and Melissa Claire Egan behind the scenes, and it was very cute. So Melissa Claire Egan is rocking a baby bump. So we do have to consider whether or not Y&R would write a pregnancy in for them. It would certainly be interesting, but at the same time, we're kind of having a baby boom right now on Young and the Restless. Mariah and Tessa just adopted little Aria, and Sally is a few months away from having her child with Adam while she is still dating Nick Newman. And so that'd be a lot of babies if they also decided to impregnate Chelsea. But in a way, it would also be kind of an interesting point, because wouldn't it be weird for Chelsea to have a baby with Billy right as Adam is having a baby with Sally and their kids having play dates together? They'd be like step siblings, I guess, because they wouldn't share a mom or a dad, but they'd still be in the same family unit. So that would just be really kind of interesting and bizarre, right? They could write a pregnancy in for Chelsea and then ramp up the pace of the pregnancy like they do sometimes on soaps, and that way she could have her baby bump out and not have to worry about it. That would definitely be something to see, and it would be a really interesting point of contention between Billy and Victoria potentially, because if Chelsea got pregnant by Billy when they sleep together in recent upcoming episodes, recent episodes, depending on when you're listening to this and watching it, is that that would be the second biological child that she would have had with Billy, and that would be a full-blood sibling for Johnny Abbott, and that might rub Vicky the wrong way. She, of course, has her older son, and then, she's got the adopted kids, but I don't believe that Vicky can have kids now, if I'm recalling correctly. I don't think she can have kids anymore. At any rate, she just had a whole lot of insecurity around Chelsea getting to know Johnny and about Billy spending time with her, but Chelsea being pregnant with Billy's child and Johnny having, this sibling, that might really freak Vicky out. And I'm not really a fan of the way she's behaving lately. She's kind of being Victor Newman Jr. in high heels over there. So it kind of might be fun just for a comeuppance for her. And wouldn't it be weird to see Billy and Adam both with babies going to Daddy and Me playgroups together? Couldn't that be a lot of fun on Young and the Restless? If you are enjoying Chelsea Lawson and Billy Abbott's fledgling romance, then you will be happy to see them having some sexy time very soon. But the question remains, will they write her pregnancy? And of course, she's already in her second trimester in real life, so it would definitely, the timing would be off. However, that doesn't mean they won't do it. Soaps do things like that all the time. Sometimes it feels like a woman on a soap opera can be pregnant for a year, and other times it's like, oh, she was pregnant for like 3 months, and then she turns around and there's this big bump, and then, oh, she's in labor. So it could go either way, but it should be interesting. If you haven't already, click that subscribe button so you don't miss any of our Young and the Restless updates, spoilers, and casting news for your favorite CBS soap opera. And stay tuned for more on Billy and Chelsea's blossoming romance and whether or not it will bear fruit in the form of a little baby.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.